I think increasingly we are just going to get a sort of a continuous spectrum through from the sort of bigger, paler blue plants with the flowers all the way around, which we think of as Spanish, through to the nice plants, the woodland sort of darker blue plants that we know and love. And as they hybridise and cross and back cross, you're just going to get a sort of a complete mixing of these characters. So we'll see everything all the way through from one end of that spectrum to the other. And in some ways that may be a good thing. There's many more genes which are now going to be available for the plants to adapt and evolve to meet new situations. But we won't have the lovely sort of glistening sort of purplish blue monocultures that we currently have. Certainly big and butch and sort of brassy was certainly popular in the past. I'd like to think we now sort of tend to sort of rather prefer sort of nicer restrained sort of things. But that's why the big Spanish plants were grown. And now, paradoxically, because we think, oh, these things are bad, people are actually getting rid of them from their gardens because they want to grow English bluebells. And that's where the danger lies, because when they get rid of them from their gardens, they're not sort of properly composting them and destroying them. They're actually just sort of fly tipping them and causing the problem by bringing them out into the countryside.
There are all types of bluebells as well. And the one native to Britain is the familiar one we have here. So if we go past the bluebell and stick out a trunk, have a look at the survey and fill it out. The native species is incorrect. Some imported Spanish cultivated
wider, which I think is what I've got in my garden.
And they don't curl so much or something.
It's the diameter of the flowers. So these are about 1 centimetre. That's 10 millimeters.
Native and there's a hybrid.
Right.
And the hybrid's a mixture between the Spanish and the English.
Every week, our members and the Ramblers groups are going out for walks, taking with them a survey which you can download from the Natural History Museum's website. What they'll be then doing is looking for clumps of bluebells, taking measurements on the size and shape of the flowers and the colours of the flowers. From that, it will be possible to identify whether the bluebells are a native variety or whether they are Spanish or hybrid versions.
I think it'd be a great tragedy if the Spanish bluebell actually wins out and we lose our traditional bluebell. So it's very important that we can hold on to it.
Okay. Got it. The stamen is the long bit inside it.
I think these bluebells are very beautiful, and I do think that it's very important that we have our native species. Because I think that a lot of our native species are disappearing, and I think it's very important that we've got to look after them.
It smells like sweetie. If we look at the petal shape, okay, are the petals rolled up?
Yeah.
You see that? Yeah. Are they deep violet, mid blue, pale blue, white or pink? So I think on the Spanish and hybrid versions, they would either be blue, pale blue or mid blue, so that's definitely pale cream and white, so these are probably definitely British.